guys, this is P.M.R.Bonez88, and today for my next movie review that I'll be talking about this week is Iron Man 3. The returning cast: Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, who also returned from Iron Man 2, John Ferrero, who was also the director for Iron Man 1 and 2, and he was also the actor, both of these films, and he's just only acting for the third film this time, and also stars Guy Pearce and Ben Kingsley. So the third film is actually much more darker, and it brings Tony Stark downhill for him, and also becomes rises up as the hero. This is actually a similarity between The Dark Knight Rises and a bit of Spider-Man 3, and also the new director Shane Black, who also directed the third film. So this third film actually talks about Tony Stark having trouble sleeping, and he can't sleep, and this was after the previous film of The Avengers, which became the huge box office and a successful film bringing all the heroes together. Third Iron Man film, I'm not gonna say I like this film. I mean, it's enjoying, but it is really enjoying. It's like non-stop action movie, and it's both better in 2D and 3D. I saw it in 3D in theaters first, but I'm thinking of going to see it again, but this time in regular D instead. And as for the suits, for Tony Stark's new suit, Mark 42, I don't know, I like the suit, but the suit it's more advanced now, and this time it's way more advanced. I mean, it's not a bad suit. I mean, it's an okay suit to me. To me, it's an okay suit, but it's not as better than the other suit that he used during his previous movie, from the first one through The Avengers. I mean, he couldn't just wore the Mark 7 suit, but during with all the battle damages, when he fought all the aliens, and including Loki, it was pretty damaged and it had a lot of scratches, but he still couldn't use it. And as for the other suit, for James Rhodey's suit, aka War Machine, but he's also known as now Iron Patriot, I would not see him as Iron Patriot. I'd rather see him as War Machine, because in the comics, Norman Osborn in Dark Adventure, Norman Osborn is Iron Patriot, but in the third film, Rhodey is Iron Patriot instead. The suit was okay, but like I said, I would prefer to him as War Machine. War Machine was actually better than Iron Patriot. We finally get to see Pepper Potts in action, and also seeing her wearing the Mark 42 suit that Tony Stark made. She was really a badass in that suit. Especially there's another scene where she has her bra only. There's a reason why she was wearing that bra and why she was in that machine, but I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to spoil it, so I'm going to stop right there. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's no spoiler. I'm not going to tell you guys the whole movie. If those of you didn't see it in theaters, I recommend you guys to go see it both in 2D or in 3D. The Mandarin, who played by Ben Kingsley, somehow there was no feeling of the Mandarin. He didn't look like the Mandarin. He was much more of a terrorism, because in the comics, the Mandarin, he's supposed to be this supernatural magicianal demon who has all the 5 rings each of his fingers or in his hands. But in the movie, he's just this regular guy who wants to create a war, and instead there's a little twist and a big disappointment of what the Mandarin really is. So that's all I'm going to tell you guys as well. And there's no MODOK. I really wanted to see what MODOK looked like in the third film, but they didn't put him in there, so no MODOK. This movie is really jam-packed action. I was really excited, and I was really wide awake with all the action scene was going on. The plane accident where he finally rescues all the people that are falling. I thought they were all going skydiving. That's what I thought, but with all the green screen and all the effects, it was all real. It looks so real to me. The movie budget and finally hit the box office, because in the first week it was up to 175.3 million. This movie was really awesome. It was really jam-packed. It was enthusiastic, and it became the most epic conclusion to this film. So just to rate this film, I have to give it an 89 of 100, because this movie was so epic. And it was the finale of Tony Stark's BS Iron Man for one last time. But what really was sad and was really disappointed, and I'm just gonna say it just for one little spoil, that all the suits explodes and they all like explodes and all fade away. So clearly this was the end of Iron Man. I recommend you guys to stay in theaters. After the credits end, there's a surprising ending, and there might be a possibility that he may come back for the Avengers 2. So the next time, by next week, that I'll be talking about in my superhero movie review is Iron Man. And this is P.M.R.Bonez88 signing off and saying is, peace!